Hi, how are you, Mr. Bob? This is Marty. We met about last Monday, and basically, I found out that you're going to sell your mobile home. So I did a few online comparison with my own analysis based on the current data online and on a past experience. We find out for your house, 382 Pinefield Road in San Jose, 95134. And this picture, it looks like it's your house, at least from my research, and that was the old data. But I was just want to show you what my comparison to you and also my analysis. So let's start. So from the research, Google online, I find your house look like this, but it may not be exactly yours, but from my counting, this perhaps is very close. So let's start with that. Now, I want to tell you about myself a little bit. I started about 2 years ago as a real estate agent. That is my passion to help a lot of people to buy the house, and help a lot of people to sell the house. I got 14 closes, 14 of transactions for my past these 2 years. I took a lot of pictures and I show you some of this to share with you. I have a passion. I love to help people to get the best value for their house sold and to help them to buy a house in the future. So that's what I do. And next thing, I already showed to you this house from my research. This is from Google search. This is your house right there. That is a 382 Pinefield Road. And in that, I searched to find out from the old home that it seems that you put on the market back in 2008, April 21st, 2018. And at the time, you put a price for $175,000, but the price ended up dropped to $130,000. And that's my finding. And it seems like the house was not sold at the time because you're still staying with the house. That is back in December 31st, 2018. So it took quite some time, about over 6 months of time, that the house was on the market, but it was not able to sell. And it's come down to perhaps a few reasons. Maybe the price was not right, and also it was a high space rent because I find out the space rent was $2,300 at the time back in 2018 when you were trying to sell your house and couldn't. So that's why you dropped the price to $130,000. And I don't know what have you been doing since then till now, because it seems like when I met you on Monday, that you actually saying that you did a lot of renovations, you did a lot of repairing for the house. So we really need to take a look inside the house to find out exact value of their house. But at least the value right now, say for $130,000, should be affordable to a lot of buyers. So let's move on to the next one. And I compare current market right now for past 60 days, the mobile homes sold in 95134. There are two parks. One is your park, another one is by the Hermitage, that is West Winds. They have about 4 or 5 mobile home parks over there. And the price for 3 bedroom and 2 bath with about 1,400, 1,500, 1,500, and 1,600 square feet, the mobile home they would be able to sell up to $200,000. But when I look into the comparison, look at the pictures, all these are a lot newer than yours because your mobile is about 1973 built, so that makes dramatic difference. You might not be able to sell quite high, but doesn't mean you have to sell very low either. So this is what I find out the price sold for past 2 months right here in 95134. All the prices are higher, but also because they have a manufacturer home that is much newer manufacturer home. It's called manufacturer home, not a mobile home. So the price is higher. We'll move on to see the next one. Now, I find out for in San Jose, there were two houses very much similar to your house. Is Usually is 1973. Now I find out this house in right here in Center Row. There's there are three total mobile home parks over there, and this one is just 600 square feet. Yours is 1,200 square feet, so you double up his size. But they were able to sell up to $160,000. Now the original price was 169,900. They dropped about close to $10,000 to make it $160,000 sell. And the space is about 600. Space rent for this is about $700. So it's a lot of competitive than your house, because your house right now space rent is about $2,500. So there are a lot of rooms that this house is a little bit more competitive than your house, because this one, even though it's 1960, but when you look inside the pictures, they are renovating. They have a lot of upgrading in the house, and it seems like they expanded themselves from this little mobile home to the double wide mobile home, and inside is a little more upgrade. That's why they were able to sell a lot more. Also because space rent is lower. That's why they are able to sell. See, on the market, if I move myself, you can see that it was originally June 21st, 2021, but it sold 3 months later, September 22nd, just last month, it was just sold. So it took 3 months for them to sell. The strategy we can find out easily just by looking inside the house. Later, I will share with you. But let's look at the next one. This one is 1977. Euro is 1973. This one is 1440 as far as the space goes. Then you have 1200. They were able to set the price up to 269,000 and end up sold for 252,000, because they also renovate the inside of the house. It look very nice. And it was on the market since April 30th and all the way to July 29th. So it's about 3 months also. So average mobile home sold for house like this, it took about 3 months to sell the house. So it's not that long. But then when you take the lease, you should take a little bit more than 6 months. Either 7 or 8 months would be more ideal, just like your last time. But the thing is, how can we strategy do you know this month to make your house to be very compatible, be able to sell, to appeal to a lot of customers, buyers that they wanted to buy from you? I have a strategy for you. So let's move on to the next one. Now on a zero that I find out your house is $238,000. That is very good price. But then zero, they didn't know inside your house. Have you done your upgrading? Have you improved your home renovation and remodeling your house? That's no. They don't know. So they come up with this price doesn't mean that's the exact price. However, if we do something different, we might be able to achieve this goal. The next thing we have, that is $151,681. This one is from Riffin. Riffin's comparison is also very good because sometimes you can see they have a different analysis to come in, and they based on the last time you sell till right now, they compare, so they find out the price. This one, 151, I would say is more close to your price rather than 238,000. And let's move on to the next one. This is, I compute with you to find out if you have your price at 130,000, which is exactly as last time when you sold your house back in 2018, you end up drawing the price to 130,000, and that, I think that's more affordable to more people and appeal to a lot of customers. Now, if they have 5% down, which means 605,000, or they have a 20% down, which means 26,000, pretty much right now the buyer, they can come up with a 26,000 down for this much of a home. And then the monthly payments are close to 797. That's about $800 right there. Now $800 plus $2,500 of your space rent, that's about $3,300. $3,300 right now, you go out to rent a house, pretty much that is the right price. But while we make people to think they pay $3,300, get the mobile home value just like house value. And that is something, my strategy I want to tell you. Now, my strategy for you to get a higher price offer is following things. First is clean up the house. Now, when I was in your house, I see you have a lot of stuff laying outside, both sides of your house, carport as well as your patio, and those things need to be removed. Now you want to check your flooring outside, check your awning to make sure they are properly clean. No spider webs, no a lot of buildups, not a lot of fingerprint on the house outside. And also paint the interior to the all become the white color. So many houses I see, if you have a white color inside the house, especially in the kitchen, in the wall of bedroom, living room, it makes a lot of appealing to a lot because it feels clean, it feels bright, it feels good future. So my suggestion to you is to paint everything inside your house to be white color. And that for that you probably have to remove a lot of stuff inside the house to make it that happen. And upgrade the minor details. What it is a lot of things like in the restroom, the bathtub, for the shower head, for the faucet, and also make sure you upgrade the kitchen everywhere for the electricity cover, those plug cover that you want to change that to everything with the water. You make sure you change that to the GFCI standard, which means is there's a breaker on the cover itself. So therefore, that people see that they will see the difference. And also your landscaping, I see that you have a trees, you have a bushes right outside the house that cover the entire house. You might want to trim down a lot of that to make it easily visible from outside people. And also paint your exterior wall. I see you have a lot of thing that make up. And I remember I told you specifically about the wall you want to paint one color, and for the trim, the wood trim itself, you want to paint another color. So your house can be standing out to see the difference. And set the price to be 130,000, and that's my suggestion to you because if you sell for $100,000, it's a very good price, but you end up after commission, after you pay for the closing cost, you don't get a lot back. So my suggestion is to get a little higher, so it is get $100,000 back to you. Or you can get higher if you proper staged, which means you use the very nice furniture to stage inside your house to make it more presentable, more appealing to the customer. Then that you get a lot more sub offer for you. And leave only the nice furniture for the staging so that you be more appealing. That's like what I was mentioning. And also take professional pictures. I can do that for you with no charge so that you'll be very, very nice, well done with your house. When you sell your house, you get the number of offers. Then you can pick the good one and sell your house. And that's what I have for you. So my phone number is 408-677-1888, which you probably already have. And here's my email address, marleyhomerealtor@gmail.com. My name is Marley. And I have a passion. I would love to help you to sell your house. And let me know. I'll come back to contact you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. And it's nice to give you this presentation. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.